Hello legends, it's your boy Link, and today we're going to be on BBC Radio Suffolk. Hello my legends, it's your boy Link, and I'm filming this very quickly before I go out because I'm running a bit, not late, just tight for time because I had to go to doctors today and got prescribed all fun tablets, so we'll talk about that in the mental health update soon. But anyway, today basically is the Man v Fat, which is like a football thing I go to on a Friday night at Portman Road where you play football, try to lose some weight, and I basically go into a Man v Fat like community takeover of the radio. So we're taking over Radio Suffolk for a few hours, and obviously I'm going to talk about the YouTube channel and stuff like that. So I'm excited to go and take part in this, and I thought I'd bring you guys along for my first ever appearance on Radio Suffolk since I was in the Cubs at like 9 years old. So I've done a bit of American like radio and podcasts and stuff, but this is my first time on like a British radio station as a YouTuber, so I'm quite excited. So I've changed into a Ipswich shirt now for my little walk down, as it's Radio Suffolk, right? So it's got to be Ipswich friendly, I guess. You know? I went for the Suffolk option instead of going for something a little more scouse. But also there's lots of wind and lots of traffic noise, so you might not even be able to hear me, in which case I'm just waffling anyway. So we'll be at the meeting point soon. Just as well guys, it's too hot, it's like 30 degrees. I'm not feeling it, I'm sweating. Not the one. Hopefully they've got aircon. So here is Radio Suffolk. So I met the boys at a cafe, we went through our little sort of programme notes, and then we headed over to Radio Suffolk, which was quite exciting. I didn't obviously film it because it was just busy and there was a radio show going on. We had a little picture. This was all the lads that went, and I'm hiding at the back there. Look at me, you know, normally trying to be centre of attention, but not in this instance. Now you're going to hear from some of the lads that came along and did the show with me. I thought it'd be really good for you to hear from them as well, what they found it was like being on the radio. So over to you, Mark.
So just home from Radio Suffolk in Norfolk, where they'd done the Tuesday takeover. Tonight it was Man v Fat. We put a little bit of a script together, but it was a little bit loose. So we started off with some music, a little bit about Man v Fat, done some success stories. We then moved on to the referee. We've done a little bit about diverse and walking football. And we talked about mental health, we talked about camaraderie, we talked about losing weight. Everyone was amazing. John Knight, the host, I thought was superb. He held it together. Link Gooding, he spoke all about his reviews. He done an excellent Man v Fat review. That's a year or so ago if you want to watch that. And I just want to thank the guys. And good luck with the review. Link, bye-bye.
Hi Link, Darren here. Just want to share with you a quick note following on Man vs Fat takeover on BBC Radio Suffolk. I thoroughly enjoyed the experience of having a chance to talk about my charity walk, even though I was told off by John for fidgeting. Sorry about that. It was great to hear from my fellow players too about their experiences and help promote Man vs Fat Ipswich. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and a massive shout out to Jeff and Mark for presenting, and to John Wright for having us on. Ta-ra.
Well, morning. It's Colin from To Lose a Few Pounds, the Blacks. Just giving a quick review of our visit to BBC Radio Suffolk on Tuesday night. Personally, I found the experience really good. It was nice to see how a show is run and to see the inside workings of a local radio station. I really enjoyed being on the radio and listening to everyone else's stories who was there, from the walking football to Link's YouTubing, and hearing Stuart's story himself, which was quite emotional for me, hearing that through me doing my own video blogs, that Stuart thought that he could take the step and sort himself out. So I got quite emotional when Stuart mentioned about me and thanked me. So the night in all for me was really good, and I'd love to do it again. So cheers.
So I'm now on my way home. Hair's very messy because it's hot, and I had a great time on the radio. It was really fun. It was nice getting so many lovely messages from you legends that watched or listened. I mean, I'm used to watched, but it's listened, isn't it, on the radio? But yeah, so many of you listened and enjoyed it. And yeah, I think it was a good experience. It was fun, and Stu just kept making me laugh though. That for me was one of the best bits of the experience, just sitting having a laugh with Stu for a couple of hours, because we always have a laugh when we play football, but just that, do you know what I mean, the sitting around taking the piss out of people is what me and Stu are good at. And his idea for fat darts is a winner, I think, so I'm going to invest. But yeah, I'll talk about it properly when I get in, as always. So it is 2 or 3 days after I was on the radio now, and I'm filming like my little update about it. Basically, as you just heard from some of the guys that were on the radio with Man v Fat with me, but I wanted to listen back to the whole 2-hour show before I did the review, which is why it took a couple of days. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great exposure for the channel, great exposure for Man vs Fat. It was great to hear loads of the other guys plug their stuff, like the walks they've done and stuff, but also some of the community engagement stuff, you know, the disability football bit, football being inclusive. It was interesting to hear from Steve, the referee, about some of the more interesting things he's heard. And yeah, basically, if you're interested in football, go back and listen to the show. I'll try and link it in the description, but it is like time locked. It's only going to be on their website for so many weeks or whatever, so it won't be up there forever. Do subscribe to the channel, because you can win this squad signed shirt. Look at that, with all those lovely signatures on. You know, so many town players signed it, and I think it's a great competition prize. It's free, so the competition runs until the end of June, which is like 11 days at the time of filming this. And all you have to do is subscribe and go comment on the Ipswich Town season review video with your player of the season. Basically, that's all you got to do, and you can win this wonderful shirt for free. So go do that. But yeah, like, the experience was great. It was fun. I was really proud of how the guys did, actually, because a lot of the boys that went and did the radio show haven't done like media type stuff before. Like, obviously I've done a lot of these YouTube videos. I've been on a couple of podcasts. I used to go on like a podcast that was also on like American radio in the US, talking about wrestling. And yeah, so I've done quite a bit of it, and I've been on like podcasts in the UK and live streams, and yeah, I've done a lot of that kind of stuff, so it wasn't that daunting for me. But a few of the other guys were a bit like nervous because it's out of their comfort zone, and I was sort of quite proud to be there with them as they did it, and also hopefully was like a calming influence, I think, maybe, because I was just chill. I was just relaxed. It's just like, this is what I kind of do, I guess, a bit. So yeah, I loved it. We score everything out of 10 on the channel. Like, this video is kind of like a vlog / a review, I guess, of the show. I'm going to give the show a 10 out of 10 because I was on it. So, like, what else can I give it? And like I say, the radio host was super helpful. He was talking to us about it, and he was, you know, sort of genuinely interested in what we do, which I thought was great. And I think the idea of like a community takeover on the radio every week is a brilliant concept, and I hope more people sort of get on board with the concept, and it keeps expanding, because it's a great idea, and it was just good fun. And also, like, I was really sort of touched by Stu's story as well. Like, we always have a laugh, me and Stu, but it was quite a serious little moment, you know, when he was talking about it. And if you haven't listened to the show, go listen, because it's empowering. Like, and even, you might not even want to lose weight, right? Man v Fat might not be something that applies to you. If it does, go just search Man v Fat on YouTube, on Google. They've got a great YouTube channel. Mark, my coach, is on their YouTube channel somewhere talking about the program. And yeah, it's just like, even if Man v Fat isn't maybe for you, hearing these people's stories of how Man v Fat has changed some of these people's lives might inspire you to go do something tomorrow. It might inspire you to go do something next week. So I think you should go listen to it, just if it's only for that little injection of inspiration. I think it's worth doing just for that. And also, you get to hear me, so why wouldn't you go watch it? Thank you so much for watching this video. I've been Link. Give the video a thumbs up, because if you are still here, you must have enjoyed it. And if you didn't, you must have just like torture yourself and hate it. And if you do, give it a thumbs down and tell me why you hate it in the comments, and I can smile, because I like to know what you'll think. But yeah, thank you for watching this. I've been Link, you've been one of my legends, and I will see you real soon. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. if you've enjoyed that, you can click up here and you can watch another video of mine. Or if you really love it, if you really, really love it, or even if you just like it a little bit, go down here and subscribe to the channel. It means you'll never ever miss what is coming up real soon.